A chicken, lay a leg for me. We've all done it. We've all done it, or we've been to a barbecue where they've done it. We have all cooked chicken in the oven and then brought it out to finish off on your barbecue. But what if I told you your barbecue, and especially your Kamado Joe, was your oven, but with that added element of smoke and char? I am, of course, talking about peri-peri chicken, and I'm going to show you exactly how I like to make mine. Now, of course, all good peri-peri chicken is going to start with a load of bird's eye chilies and, of course, some garlic. So we're going to smash up probably about 6 garlic cloves here, and we're just going to whack them into a blender and let our blender do all the work. And, of course, we're going to want some lemon in that marinade. Now, you might be a bit of an amateur when it comes to your favourite cheeky chicken shop, but for me, I like spicy. We've got in for 10 bird's eye chilies, but if you want, you could just use the garlic and lemon. Lemon and herb, I think they call it. I like to add a nice red pepper to the marinade because you want something that's essentially just going to cling to that chicken, because otherwise it's all just going to run off. And we're going to stick some of this marinade over the chicken, and we're going to stick some of it into a bowl, into a dish, and we're going to brush it onto the chicken as it cooks, and it's going to smell delicious. So roughly chop pepper into your blender. The blender's going to do all the work, so no need to chop it too fine. Now to this, we're going to add probably around about 2 or 3 tablespoons of paprika. It's going to give us a beautiful colour on that peri-peri chicken. We obviously want some onion granules. We've got the garlic already in there, but we're going to go in with some dried onion granules, probably about a teaspoon or 2. Cumin, going to give us a real nice depth of flavour to it as well. We're going to go in with a couple of teaspoons of cumin. And then I want some oregano to really kind of lift it and add a bit of vibrancy. So in with a teaspoon or 2 of that. Of course, we want to go in with some salt. So we've got a couple of teaspoons of salt going in there, a good teaspoon of pepper, and everyone's favourite controversial ingredient, I've got a little bit of chili MSG. Lastly, we're going to go in with some olive oil, and then we're going to let the blender do all the work. Literally, just give that a whiz, get it nice and smooth, and that's going to be our marinade and our glaze for getting all over this chicken. Easy as that. Right, marinade done, onto our chicken. We're just going to cut off any loose bits of skin that you've got on those chicken thighs, and then just score some incisions. Let's get a sharper knife. Right, where were we? Sharper knife. So we're just going to make some, fuck's sake. All right, get yourself a nice sharp knife and make some incisions into the skin of those chicken thighs, just like that. And then the drumsticks, incisions, that's going to allow the marinade to penetrate a little bit deeper, but also allow that char and that smoke to get into that meat as well. So the chicken is ready. We're going to whack that into a bowl. Our marinade almost ready. I nearly forgot, we want a little bit of either cider vinegar or white vinegar in there, and just give that a bit of a stir. And then whack our chicken pieces into a bowl. Get our marinade. You don't want to pour all of this over the chicken. We're going to save some of it to heat up and brush over the chicken as it cooks. So just get some of that over the chicken, and then you're going to get your hands dirty. You're going to get that all over every bit of that chicken. Right, the chicken's ready. We're going to go over to the barbecue and I'll show you exactly how I've set it up. But the rest of that marinade, I've got my Kamado Joe half moon pan there, and we're going to let that heat nice and gently. And like I said, when that brushes over the chicken, it all drips down into the fire. It's going to be a thing of beauty. I'm using the Kamado Joe Classic 3. I've got it loaded with good quality lump of charcoal. We've got a lump of oak in there to give us a lovely smoky flavour. I've got 1 deflector plate in there, which is going to give us our direct side and our indirect side. The grill grates are in, and I've got the air vents open to get us to a temperature of around about 200 to 250 degrees Celsius. Right, we're nice and hot. The chicken, I'm going to put it skin side down over the direct side. We want to get that fat rendering and that skin charring up nicely right at the start of the cook, right early on. And straight away the smell, when it hits the fire and that marinade drips down into those coals, honestly, if you can smell this, it's incredible. I've got my half moon pan with the rest of that marinade in there. Going to pop that over the indirect side to allow it to heat up. We pop our lid down, and now we can just chill out for a bit. So here we are, we're about 10 minutes into the cook. We're just going to give that chicken a little bit of a turn, and let me just show you the colour. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful char on there. We're going to turn it, get all of this chicken flipped over, and then we're going to start basting it up with that lovely peri-peri glaze that we've got left. So again, a little bit of a glaze, and I'll see you in a bit. I know I say this quite often, but I wish you guys could smell this. It smells absolutely incredible. That marinade, the oils in the marinade just going down, hitting those coals, coming up and charring that chicken. You can see here we've got a beautiful smokiness to the chicken. We've got a lovely char. So what we're going to do now is we're going to move that chicken over to the indirect side. We've got the colour that we want. We move it over to the safe side. We're going to put some corn on the cob over the direct side, get some colour on that, and then we get it all off and serve it all up. But oh, just look at that. So we're probably about half an hour in. The chicken looks fantastic. The corn is looking good, but just because the chicken looks good doesn't mean it is good, doesn't mean it's cooked. Always, always, always get yourself a thermo pen, use an instant read meat thermometer. Chicken is safe to eat at 74 degrees, but with thighs and drumsticks, I like to take them a little bit further to maybe about 85 degrees so that meat properly comes away from the bone. So we're just gonna have a little probe in there, and straight away I can see there I'm at 86 degrees. We're going to one of the drumsticks, 85 degrees, absolutely perfect. All of it's coming off. Let's go and get it served up. I mean, just look at that. We've got a char and a smokiness that you just cannot replicate any other way. So I'm going to finish this, because I'm hard as nails, we're going to finish it with a bit more hot sauce, just to add a little bit more spice. And then a little bit of greenery. We're going to go in with some freshly chopped coriander. And there we go. There is my fake-away chicken, grilled chicken, smoked chicken, beautiful chicken. But don't just take my word for it. Let's have a little bite into it and see exactly how we've done. Let it cool down first. Absolutely delicious. We've got lovely, juicy chicken underneath that charred, crispy chicken skin. Honestly, I don't know why you would go back anywhere else when you can cook chicken yourself, just like that. It's taken half an hour, 10 minutes to make the marinade. That's some of the best chicken you're going to eat. Oh, I'll see you next time.